Canadian new plan. Canadian Rail. Elizabeth May did that stuff. I'm going to get a business pass. I'm going to go on train. I don't want to fix the address. They say you got to have it fixed. Nah. Well, that's Canadian rules. Another rule. I got a form here. I'm denouncing Canadian citizenship. Why? Progressive Conservatives. What the hell are you voting for them again for? NDP, Green Party, maybe? Not those bastards. And what did they do? They've never helped Canada. They frigged it. Elizabeth May was right. Yeah, you got indigenous rights and everything all screwed up because of the oil companies. Poor man now, the apocalypse. So what, you gotta listen to the friggin' news tell you gotta have oil? And then Scotland and the world's talking about renewable energy as being cheaper. But Jordan Peterson's shooting his mouth off about it. He's a right-wing fascist. And I'm not a right-winger. I've read a lot of books that are very open-minded. And Karl Marx and Engels' philosophy of what capitalism is. Well, capitalism was coined by Marx. But then we got extremism, and that's always the way the social experiment failed. With communism, we got paranoia and fear. And we had to contain the market, the system, to keep people. We had people murdered for fear. That's communism. But capitalism, it's a Keynesian school of economics, and it's stupid. It has no values to it. It has externalities. It's just like Jordan Peterson and philosophy psychology. It's deductive reasoning. It's rubbish. Deduct the whole freaking picture. We've deducted every freaking thing. We gotta have new. We're taking the music structures right down to crap. Like everything's deductivized. You think you're friggin' individuals, but you're not. You're just muffins listening to social media rubbish. Jordan Peterson's a dickhead. He might be a professor of psychology. I think Jung talked about that. He said it's an art. Psychology. It's a dark art. This is manipulating people's minds. It's being used to manipulate in the media sales, advertising, and politics, and everything. They can be used like a tool. Media systems are used like a corrupt tool. And you can't always listen to everything on social media. You can't listen to anything on the news anymore. You have to make your own decision up and quit listening to muffins and cupcakes. He's a yuppie, and I don't listen to yuppies. Jorgen, you're a bit of a boy. My cousin's older than you. He's a professor too, but he's not. He's a logical professor at university, UCLA, and he worked for NASA. What happened to NASA? What happened to Canada? Well, we had the apple and air. Only got another muffin in there named Diefenbaker. So Neil Young might be a muffin, eh? Yeah, I like him. Good rocker. Nixon. The whole story goes back to the revolution of change for counterculture movement. And I'm one of the remaining few that remember that Ohio and printing money and keeping the war in Vietnam going because of the Keynesian idea, anti-communist ideology of Richard Nixon that never went anywhere, and it's just corruption. Maintain a greed system under economics and stupidity. French bastard to want him in Quebec. He's not going to do anything for Quebec, but he's influenced. You got people getting in there anti-abortion and crap. Temperance and crap. And oil. Canada's a sick manure hole, a banana republic of garbage. A flying pig flies over and drops manure on everybody. You can form the far right into power. They're not what's going to make Canada good. It's something that's going to unify. And you got to get out of these Keynesian schools of economics. That's rubbish. Like the GDP, gross domestic product. So it's a monster now of more growth. But it's all manure. It could be better. First, you get the predatory relationship money out of the picture and the competitive racket, the cooperative racket of industrialism, of cooperation, working together, supporting each other, brotherhood, sisterhood. Not pointing fingers at each other. Not going against women's equality like next, like this son of a bitch called Jordan Peterson and Rex Murphy get stuck too. He was going to sue us for what we were saying about. Well, you can go ahead. Who's backing you, man? Exxon Valdez, Exxon Mobil. Who's backing you, jerk? Look like a dickhead anyway. So I'm salt every right wing swinging wing line that I can see because I keep my hair long so I don't want to look like you. I can't stand conservatives. I can't stand you. Blech! I hate the far right. We had that other crony in there. His name was Beefy. Oh, God. He changed the flag. The great Canadian brain drain went down to USA, went to California for all those tree huggers. Yeah. Montana was like they had all friggin' hippie tree huggers. Well, BC had a lot of influx of Seattle, Washington, all the movement of hippies moving out. The Green Party had to parachute into the Squamish Islands of British Columbia to try to get some freedom. I think freedom is to keep the land pure and safe and not cut down trees and forests and call everybody a tree bum and muffin. Trees are an important thing. Now we got lumber shortages. Why, he says? Because of Harper. So I'm getting to the point of effective writing. Maybe somebody will read it, but Zuckerberg created an attention deficit disorder that people don't read books anymore. Maybe an audio book might do. You gotta give it little chunks. I don't understand that, sir. I don't understand. Monty Python had a good explanation of that. Teaching sex. Just for the shock out of money. Trying to teach things to these kids. What's that? Macarena. But Monty was pretty good in the extra melodies and all these Keynesian schools of stupidity. Life ain't divisions of cutting up things and dissecting them so it looks a little easier on paper for Ponzi scheme hedge funder to come in and tell you that this is the way she cooks. The economics. So in Marxism, we talked about who owned the means of production. I know people went to Carleton and got university degrees in political science, but there ain't no free political science in Canada. Look, economic models, anything? Oh, come on. Where did that go? Social media and influence and Richard and here you had Donald Duckley there. Oh, what's his name? This globalized stupidity of thinking that economics has got to be globalized, and then, but I'm going to work on an economic model of global trade because they see the problem with our society. Our economy's gone up with the hedge funders and the crooks and the real estate fraudsters everywhere. And nobody has housing in Canada, which is the security of our country. But they don't want to do anything about it. They just pay by profit line, pocketbook profits, and no tomorrow. Conservatives have no land. I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for a miracle. I haven't seen any plan of economic solutions. Just appease the people to get in power. The PC stands for power and corruption, not progressive. That's why I hate Canada. Progressive conservatives are friggin' rough holes. You know, Jason Kenney, I looked at what he was doing. It's a wonderful world. You know, I'm out in Alberta and I look at their paychecks, their nurses and doctors. Why did we vote for them? Why? And they got restrictions out there. They say you can't talk against the oil companies. That's our economy. Well, Joe Biden cut off a part of that, but he's an evil man. Maybe. Generation Z's voted for him, not a Generation X. Generation X is too close to the yuppie. And the yuppie's close to the debt system. And the yuppie's got the money. It seems like the banks own it. So, you know, what the hell? Keynesian school. So I like young Gen Zs that are listening to me, but not the yuppies. Four dead, no how. What the hell was that about? It was Richard Nixon saying, I'm rocking in the free world. Yeah, fight the war in Vietnam. Vietnam, what was that over? That was a war against communism. And who got into it? It was a paranoid man called McCarthy. So he used all those models. We had the fiat dollar on McCarthy's system. And, you know, after World War II, we decided to go with the U.S. dollar as the standard. And then he came out and he says, no. He took off all the gold standard of bullion behind it. Federal Reserve had no money. You know, Patriots Act. What the hell was that? Well, these documents are so big that these senators wouldn't read the acts. Elizabeth May of the Green Party of Canada started speed reading to get through because she thought being a good parliamentarian and trying to stop bills from going through might help. But you can't when people vote right way. And she was an American. Like Schreiner is an American, come up here. So I'm Green Party, I'm sorry, in Canada. In Australia, no. Because they're against horse racing, so you're getting into a stupid thing. I'm into sports horses, and I know everything's a model. It can be done right and wrong. And I know Chris Waller's done a lot of good for Australia in sports racing. Sydney and Victoria, Chris has done a good job, man. Sports racing is my field, and horse racing and equestrian sport. I can show you all the bad in every sport. I'm watching Equus TV, and I could show you the American Saddlebred. So yeah, they were doing bad things. I can show you good American Saddlebred shows. So we can't get into all this right and wrong, because it's a kangaroo court of one-way looking. And veganism is a good practice, but it gets extremes. You know, and you start going animal rights and you get self-righteous. Well, I won't race my horses. No, I'm just going to walk them in the park. Oh, you're not going to ride horses. You're not going to work them. Well, in the real world, things are not that way, sister. You got to ride a horse, you got to work them, and you got to make some money on them. But you treat them right. You know, Shoemaker, he was riding Northern. EP says, don't tap them. Don't tap them. Why did they tap horses? You know a horse's energy and you use it. Secretariat wasn't tapped. You let them go. You see everything is one way. Problem with sports horses and racing is 2-year-old breeders' cups are killing the industry to get the horses sold. We overbreed, and that's the problem with the horse industry. But I've been figuring this out for years. So I've had a lot of time to incubate and try to make some sense for you young people coming into the sport of kings or the sport of any horse equestrian worldwide. Worldwide. And that's what I'm interested in. Nazis were going to take Andalusian stallions, and they had to save them. And, you know, Hitler was doing a lot of crap. So we don't want Nazis back, do we? Far-right extremes like Jordan Peterson? He's a Nazi. Because I'm listening to his lectures. He says the problem with the Jewish people was killing them. He could have used them. Oh! So you enslaved the Jewish people. You know, Hitler went against this conservatives. Fixed address. It means you're nomadic. And you've divided up Canada into little pockets under your right-wing conservatives. Yeah. We didn't do that. The liberals didn't do that. It was the conservatives. Yeah. Trudeau, he's attacking Trudeau. See, he's attacking Trudeau because he's in the oil sector up in the Athabasca area. He says that hurt. Because he said no inkling of being into agriculture and anything else. Just cupcake solutions. He's a stupid little kid growing up as a yuppie. And he can't shut up. I get women coming to me, they're internationally trained PhDs in engineering, and they say he's very disconcerting. Yeah, he's using dark psychology and gaslighting. Son of a bitch. That's why I'm anti-Frank and anti-Western psychology, basically. You know, I look at all these cupcakes out there saying things don't work. And they did these studies. The cupcake muffins going to university and writing papers by the first year. They put it out on the social media and everybody takes it as prophecy. So he says Reiki doesn't work. Eh? Well, I don't know. I got Reiki raised. There's studies there proving it does work. Marijuana, CBD doesn't work. That's the big pharma industry. Mind hack. That's what it all is. Mind hack control. So there's different camps. CBD is proving that it is an effective solution to a moderate level of THC type to get you past a lot of emotional trauma in your life. this stuff, it's got to be forever. Oh, Lord. A pill's got to be for deathly in their part. That's a Band-Aid friggin' solution that never comes off. That's why I don't like Western medicine. I like the new camp of CBD medical that has a solution of moderation on the amount of THC in that plant. Edible that might help you sleep at night, and a chemical solution. It's everything's to the chemicals. So we're carbon form, living in a spirit, a physical form, but we're working on a mechanical model of ideology. I sit here very troubled listening to rubbish. They're medical students. And I said, well, you ever read Conan Doyle? He was a doctor in Britain. Well, that's going back to the time of using Nietzsche's Soul School. Is it? The machine that goes bing is going to save people. You don't even use a stethoscope. Doctors used to use stethoscopes. There's a bit of human characteristics of doctor relationship. Now it's the machine that goes bing. It's so clinically sterile and stupid. The medical degree is worthless. Naturopathic degree better. Ayurvedic medicine something better. Preventive health, you're not friggin' going to the doctor and getting a fix every time you can't look after yourself. I'm really putting all your faith into medicine and institutionalized crap. Free healthcare, it's not free. Nothing's free, kids. Got extra melodies of taxes in it, and it's costing you more money paying into useless systems. One thing I think about systems is she's a woman that's buried her boy. She raised him for years in a wheelchair. He had meningitis because he was in a hospital born, not a midwifery or a safe place, free from all the germs from the baby next door. Gave him meningitis. So she had to bury her son. So the medical institutionalization is rubbish. It's just a box of gotta be near a hospital and a fixed address. I wouldn't have to go to a freaking doctor. Fired him. Yeah. A naturopath or witch doctor or voodoo man, maybe. Voodoo, I don't know, but I believe in God. I don't believe that God can't heal, and I don't believe we can't heal from anything. I've healed from many things. I'm 67, a young guy. So I don't get into externalities of age. Life ain't about age. You go through all these crises. Everybody's going through a age crisis. We're going to age crisis. I see old men that are in their 90s and they got some supports, the rich old men. We got two blondes on each side. So I don't know what the hell's left about. Old boy's doing pretty good. He's a little small. He's a little small, but he's got two blondes holding boy up. He's Maximilian. What the hell, man? Stupid millennials. You're stupid. Stupid young guys. You know, you gotta control one. You try. bang your head up against the wall here too. Read all that rubbish by Jurgen the Loster friggin' king. You can't control women, you can't control much. I can't control wind and rain. I accept it. And then I'll put an extra melody and deductive reasoning into crap. It's what is and what isn't. You don't like it, you take it and leave it and go. Well, I'm leaving Canada, but I didn't get enough money for airfare out. But I'll build airfare on the train. Elizabeth May did it, and I'll follow her. What's the stop? It's cheapest. I'll get fed on the train. Here I'm paying high prices because they say there's no housing anywhere. Oh, trains are houses. Get a sleeper. I'm looking at the sleeping rates. And then I get out and I'll get a motel room. And then I don't need home care and I don't need Doug Ford's plan to put me in on that nursing home and get stuff. I'm not a housekeeper. And I'm not hiring anybody for it because he won't provide for it and he won't get stuck. He can go frick off. So his daddy, I just looked at his daddy. He's a part of the Decker record. What the hell happened there? Another druggie. He's a jerk. They're all jerks. They were that guy in Quebec. They eat frogs. They're wogs. There's sometimes people I like, but not them. Not if he's progressive conservative. Frig me. Why would you elect him? Black Quebecois was probably better. But it was a revolutionary party to break off from the English repression of industrialism with Ontario. But it went too far. But when they flew the flag upside down, I just burned the freaking thing and wiped the butt with it because it's a red rag put in by a conservative right-wing mother that was building, what did he build? He built for his cronies. Canada was going to blow up. A fighter bomber. We had aircraft bombs. We were at Cold War. So he built this DV bunker. He puts a DV bunker in. Dad hated friggin' him gets a chance to fly that red piece of never has no song. No, British Commonwealth, loyalists of Canada. Where do they go? There's a muffin on here talking about he knows everything. He really knows everything. He's a muffin joke that doesn't listen to older men. I know the history of Canada. Laura Secord came out with chocolates, didn't she? She was a loyalist. She won Mohawks and they formed and tortured the Americans coming up to take in Canada in 1812. Laura Secord was so these girls that want the crickets don't eat crickets there. Maybe Laura Secord chocolates will cool them with your stupid bitches. That's what Mama says to me. Brother 40s has got a bunch of cupcake muffin girls in Ontario and Quebec. You don't want girls. They're so friggin' stupid. Well, yeah, I used to go around and say Stephen Harper. I'm not getting Harper in there. Oh, good. No, they don't find that funny. They find it repulsive. He was a jerk. We had a few jerks on the list of the PC party. Stephen Baker. Brian, Mike Harris, he was Mike harassment, we called him. Crackpipe Bob. Screwed Toronto, oh hell yeah. Drug head. You know, who should have ruled Toronto? Brian Burke. Because he had plans, man. He had plans to make the ACC have a liquor store in there. You ride the lease losing all the time. Just bring the ACC, bring the liquor store in there, man. Then you don't have to have a go-to boy going across the street. Yeah, I get drunk and laugh. But he was just a little bit repulsive, Bob Ford. I don't have a drug problem. But we got it all on film. Preventable evidence. You smoking crack and saying you got to shove your boot up Trudeau's butt. Go for it, boy. Go for it. Because there are a bunch of druggies you're in there with, a bunch of crackheads. Gangsters. That's where hip hop comes from. Country ruled by criminals. Yeah, this is all right. This is all criminality. Ruled by drug pushing, drug dealing, Ponzi scheming. And then I saw the truth. He said, come on up. He said, you're all under arrest. Well, the promenade London went in 2008. He was a Canadian boy. It was funny. He was right on about it. He says, come on, you're all under arrest. Wall Street. Because it was pretty well going bust. That bailed him out again to print more money. So it's a print game. Print the accolades. J.J. said that. She's an old girl. What's their education now? Taco, eat print school. That's about it. To get a career, but not to be an entrepreneur. Be stuck in the systems of global order. It's not going to get you anywhere. So climate science is proven a fact, but that's NASA, not to be tree-hugging muffins. The man has created climate change. He got into another story. So I just wonder how on Takawa, how the hell I'm going to get any through your head. But social media's been mind hacking you for a long time. Some of the rubbish on there. Like, if you don't have a subscription to Google, you're going to get a bunch of rubbish ads in there, all scam ads. And I was looking at this Elon Musk and this quick rich see. Well, what it is they hacked his account when he left, because it's not a secure account. So he came up with a couple other platforms, and he kept on saying some wisdom to Elon Musk. He said, delete, delete, delete. So what's Zuckerberg done? Well, he's got an island to get away from it all because somebody might kill him. It's like, Zuckerberg, yeah, he's got an island in the sun. He's made enough money screwing up the world with globalized stupidity. He doesn't come up into a democracy of the standards of every country. So democracy is sort of up to the country. But if the consortium of media is affecting democracy, we get confused. It's called freedom. 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 Freedom to have hatred. Freedom to point fingers. He's just created a lot of freedom in Canada, Jordan Peterson. The guy down the street, guy down the street every day. He's got a lot of freedom there. He says, I don't hate. Jordan says that too. He's got medication, so I listen to him. And he says, I'm pro-right to life, and all for your being influenced. And he's got what I call in the dog school a the vet said, your dog's got preferred hearing, no one wants to hear what it wants to hear, she said. It's like a lot of men. It's like a lot of men. You got preferred hearing, no hear. Yeah, yeah, preferred hearing. So he says, I worked in a bar and I'm deaf. You're not deaf, you're just a jerk. You know, they're hate speech all the time. And he says, I don't hate. No, okay. You don't hate. I talk about consciousness and I say you're suffering with divisions and duality. And there's a girl talking to him. He's protesting the gay transgender movement. Yeah. So I talked to the gay transgender and the lesbian movement, and they've left social media. They deleted that. So there's people walking away. So I think the world's sort of getting into a camp of bipolarity of consciousness. Because every time a shift comes into our world, we're conformed into an ideological model of what's right. They're what we call shifts that are so paradigm. They opposite to what we've known, the gay transgender movement. So we could go around and say, no, that's wrong. And that's what he was saying. And I just watched what was happening to him. He's out in the street protesting this gay transgender parade that a bunch of gay young men put on. And I don't hate. He's got this sign, and the gay transgender men are going in like a sort celebrating gay rights day. The rainbow people. And he goes in there, and they said, F you, you friggin' homophobic idiot. F you. And they grab my hands and they walk in. So here's my case. Attached to nothing, accept everything, but don't get attached to it. So what his problem is attached to an old order ideology. And if you think transgender's wrong, I guess you don't have to own it. I'm not gay. But that's their prerogative. The liberation of anything is just always a repressor somewhere. Hate. So he's out there hating all the time. I hate Trudeau. I hate everything. And then he's going out there, and I got in a discussion. And I was thinking of the Magdalene Laundromat by Joni Mitchell. A lot of young women are listening to it. Because they're questioning, what the hell is this pro-life bit when you keep women repressed in economic structures? And you got a man going around shooting his mouth off about misogyny and archetypical relationships with starters. He's just a misogynist. Women need to make it up in the world and be independent. See, when we think that we got to grasp the reign of life, we're going to have all these idiots out there. I don't care if that's psychology, it's not psychology. Dark psychology, reasonable sunrise psychology, manipulation psychology, gaslight. And that's why that could go and just let it die, the whole psychological model, until you come back with sort of an egalitarian system. Something that's going to work. Another thing I don't agree with is genetics. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in naturopathic medicine. Doesn't say that you're affected with genes. I say a lot of things are taught by glycogens and farm field agriculture and toxins to our behavior of our society and manipulating the human genome. And yeah, it's all messed up. DDT affected my eyes. Drugs affect me. I can't take them. I hate them. I hate oil. I hate the fossil fuels. I hate chemicals. is the root of a foundation. But where's the foundation? Tree of knowledge. It's got roots. But you got no roots to anything. So I'm sitting down having a coffee again. Sitting up and figuring out why I'm so pissed off. Angry. It's not anger, it's frustration. I feel trapped. Living in an apartment. I don't like apartments. And I don't like the food prices going up. Because they're not talking about good agriculture. They're talking about rubbish. And social media is getting on there and just shooting manure of the Dutch farmers. What a bunch of bullshit. We gotta get off nitrates. I could grow vegetables in kitty litter and put her out in the friggin' driveway. Nitrates. We've been using this rubbish for a long time. Externalities, all the hidden things. And the costs. We're addicted to energy companies. We're addicted to carbon and solutions that don't work. So my daddy always worked in the oil fields, and my daddy didn't. My daddy went to war and defended king and country. Well, that's crazy. He's a British loyalist. Yeah, he was. So your daddy's different than my daddy. And Queen of England was the figurehead. And what Doug do, he didn't even have a day of holiday. Well, he says some people won't honor it. No, some people don't honor remembrance. They just keep on driving. They'll take that moment of silence. You can't force people to do that, but you don't quit and say you can't have a holiday for it. But they do. So I don't buy into the horse manure, what he was telling me. They won't honor it. You make the feel that you put a sacred place in a holiday, and the Queen died, and he wouldn't honor it. He's a jerk. He's another one I've known his agenda is. I've known it for a long time. When I get calls from CBC radio, friends of CBC, that they took down blogs of what was good in Canada, and I'd say Pierre Elliott Trudeau was one of the best refreshing movements in the 1960s. But Jordan's arguing about it. He screwed Alberta. Jordan, you grew up when LeBarry would say you were one of these kids that were a yuppie. And Barry wrote a book on sex, economy, and religion. He's an American Kentucky farmer. And what he said, he says, feed your kids TV dinners and let them watch that junk. Maybe they'll grow up and pay your deep payments. That's ridiculous. Pay your welfare for you. Pay your debts for you, because that's what they were. They're all in debt. When Nixon came out, he upped the gold. But they dumped all this American Express, all these credit cards on university students. They can't have a nice life. They were the yuppie class. Do you blame them? But like the hippie movement, I was a boomer. The yuppies are the ones after us. And we had revolutionary change in Toronto. 1960s, we had a grassroots club called Riverboat, and Joni Mitchell played there, and Ian Tyson, and Gordon Lightfoot, and a lot, and we had a good music structure, and bands were coming up. Bruce Coburn. What happened to our music structures? You got the hip-hop crap coming in from globalized hits. The whole system's screwed. And Zuckerberg, he took over the music system with Metaverse. And streaming seems good, but if you read Wikinomics, he was right, there's too many selections. Like, we came up with with that one site there. What was it? It was, we had Blockbusters. I was renting DVDs, and I wasn't watching them all. So they came up with Netflix. Now Netflix is in trouble. And I'll tell you, I got people coming to me to do meditation classes. The mind is always thinking. It's always thinking. And that's what Tolly talked about. The inevitable thinking of everything over there. And look at these girls. They're just these are Instagram entertainers. They're not real musicians. They haven't learned their wood shop and have learned how to sing right. They got loop vocals and they dance around like orangutans. Katie Lang did for a while, but she made it. She developed her voice. But orangutan music is just, look at that piece of garbage there, graphic. Bunch of plastic. Speakers made of wood elements. High-end stereos, what the hell happened there? We got multi-speaker garbage all the time. They came out quad. I didn't really like it. It was just too much. So we went back to stereo. How many speakers do you need in a room? Wow, mono. We thought stereo was an enhancement. But we got rid of that. We had to get into more speakers. Then we got into sound bars. It sounded like crap. But I like a stereo. And the whole system's gone. Like Japan is still stuck with high-end audio. We've gone out of it. Bit rate on just with this, what we learned in the 13-year cap of mutual funds, it's going up, 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 up. Well, everything goes up for a while. There's 13 steps on the gallows. That's how it goes up, 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 up. One big step down with a rope around their neck. That's the way she cooks, man. That's life. The pinnacle. But it gets awful thin at the top there, and there's not much to stand on when you get way up there. And down you go. So I take the Aesop fables, and I also take Humpty Dumpty as an example. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. And Humpty had a great big fall. And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together. But where the hell's the horses? And where is Superman with Kryptonite to save the world when they got no phone booths now? So we really got rid of a lot of stuff. Humpty, he's gonna have one big crack, a big fall. Everybody go, oh no. Yeah, Humpty's really gonna crash. If you bail them out and let them keep on doing the same damn thing over again. Like when I catch rats in my house, man, I take them outside and move them away from the area. But I don't bail them out and print money. But you did. Thanks. Hedge fund and Bonzi. The elitism's now all switched. Used to be a few kings and queens, and duchesses and princesses, and silly places. It's Ponzi. take the money, it's leave her up and get out of the country. Because they got the queen in there, but she's dead, and they want to get rid of the queen, so take the money and run. This is a lot. Well, you paid your money. Canada's gone to crap because of libertarianism says you can do this. And the wall says jump, but it's not healthy. That's a long ways down, my friend. You just jumped off the cliff. Libertarianism. Oh, we decided we study political philosophy and economics. We put this aside. We put out this word libertarianism. It means good for some, not everyone. So we said that's a mental illness. But oh no. Libertarians come out with their own healthcare system. A mental illness and define every entrepreneurial person who wants to be free of the wisdom as crazy. So we gaslight them. Anybody's creative, you got a mental illness. Yeah. Such is life. Everybody gotta have a little bit of creativity. You look at what's around you and you look at the tools on the ground, can't see anything. You better leave. I see things around here I can use. But I don't want to leave the progressive conservative philosophy behind me. I'll just use it. Use what it gives. Old Farmer's Almanac. I like reading that. Who can judge anything? No, we put so many externalities in the weather. With climate change, you never know. So I'm using another tool. I use Spirit Box. It warns me a storm's coming. Get out. It's a tornado coming. And it came. Everything in that Spirit Box tells me everything. So I use a bit of EMF technology and spiritual guidance on radios. It's a ghost radio. They figure that doesn't work. I'm attuned to spirits, higher forms of consciousness, and I think they're gods and angels guiding me. Like yesterday, I had a message: buy out to get a horse, and I get messages: get this business going, get out of Canada, start going. These horses are part of our awakening, and questioning business might bring the heart back into people. Instead of listening to a bunch of racketeers saying that the brain is the whole function of everything, neurology, bunch of rubbish. It's a chemical reaction, love. For Canadian English has has one word for love. French has 5 words. So I don't know if linguistics is going to cut too much. Love's a feeling. Love's in everything. Yeah. I think the world's screwed up. I know what it is. It's just Nova Scotia. Go back there, it's all destroyed. I could go back. Agricultural districts. It's got progressives out there. And I'm avoiding every province as progressive conservative. And BC still not conservative. That's good. Cost of living is expensive, but just build and go. And when I get out to BC, I have enough money to fly out in a plane. So what I do now, I'm applying for citizenship of Australia. get payout on my estate. I'm back in taxes. When I get that, I'm investing it in a website and development. And I'm leaving. And I can get stuffed. I'm not going to be a Canadian. I got another form here. It's from Calgary. Denunciation of citizenship because of progressive conservatives. Can't stand them. Never will. They haven't got their shit together. And I don't give a crap if I go on YouTube and Facebook and people start running me down. You can kiss my ass. Because I don't have any use for far-right extremes. And I'm leaving. I'm too old to struggle. I'm trying to make change in politics, but we have that social media there, mind hacking people, and got them all convinced on climate denying. And Ralph Nader, he's a radical. He's a tree hugger. Well, I don't know where the gold is going to come from, but we're finding it. So I take what I can get because I have no respect for country that votes conservative. And I'm leaving. I'm fed up. Look at this. Cold air pushing through the United States. It's getting worse. And I just don't want to listen to a bunch of pocket money crooks. And I'm not going to die worrying about it. I almost had a stroke. A friend of mine died of a stroke. She says, they're all pocket money. And you die worrying about your assets, so you leave the country. And I got the option. I don't want to be a Canadian. You can get stuck to freaking French bastards going conservative. Anger? Listen, nobody says you have to be in any camp that you don't want to join. And I don't join a right-wing fascist. And you can go and take it and shove it right up your rectum. I like Trudeau. I like NDP. I like Green. I don't like conservative. I mean, watching across Canada, just the hate party. And they finally win. They've got us into a fear culture. So get stuffed Canada and vote something else and start getting politically active. Because that's what's keeping your country together. Bugger off.